Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheese87 and this is Let's Play Disco Elysium part 24. In the previous video we talked to Morel the cryptozoologist and learned all about the legendary stick bug that we're going to look for in his place. Oh yeah, also we got our super armor from Dude, who's a little like loser boy. It's not like super great, but it's still pretty cool, and I'm glad I got it. So let's see, we're looking for the traps. Lands End, far northeast of the Feld building. A lot of people miss the good old days. Yeah, everyone who wasn't actually alive during the good old days misses the good old days. And everyone who was alive in the good old days has a weird distorted view of what the good old days actually were. Any traps? Any traps around here?
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a...
We can't really... Whoa, wait. Long way down to your death from here, 20 meters at least. Well, they got the body. That's good. Yeah, it did say go northeast, so I guess we're wanting to go more this way. Looking for some traps. It was this thing that we couldn't open. How's the engine?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune.
Oh, do we come over all this way? Doesn't look like it.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions.
It looks like there's something in there.
For this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
It'll be the next one, surely.
Surely. Anyway, the air is nice and fresh here.
I'm still mad at you, Kim, for saying you're mad at me for not telling you about the lady that I talked to for 4 seconds, like 3 days ago before I even knew you existed. You took a mental note? Seems important somehow. Okay. Someone made a campfire here a long time ago. Sea air is eating it away. Shivers? -2 physical instrument? God dang. I mean, our physical instrument's already won because, or, you know, a single point because we, are swearing off alcohol forever. Since we've defeated racism, we have no need for such substances anymore. Rhetoric. Alright, where are the others? Okay. Check the traps near the boathouses west of the Feld building. West of the Feld building. Let me go over there already. Oh, put some pep in your step, my dude. Okay, well, here's the Feld building. And we're going west. There's not really any boat. I guess maybe, really, you probably mean more like southwest. I think there were some boats down here.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves. Confidentially, snowflakes cling to their shivering stems.
Reach for the
This
trap.
trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Look, Carter.
Another empty trap.
He takes a note more out of habit than duty. Let's keep going. The next one's the lucky one.
Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize?
Crabs don't eat locusts. I mean, maybe they do. Or not walk over there? Guess not. Alright, trap near the canal you crossed southeast of the village. Southeast of the village. The village. The southeast. Southeast village. Any particular reason I didn't loot that earlier? Even 50 cents hanging around. Savages. No respect for the monetary value of a real. Okay, canal. We're gonna save that one for last, because it's the one that he's gonna be in, because they were like, we're just leaving this one as like a as you know, just to have it there. That's how you know. Wait. Water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? A pipe that is broken? Looking back at you, the rust-colored water, you, the grumpy us, now that we are no longer happy-go-lucky, even crushed by the weight of the world. Now, canal. Ah, there you are.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority.
It's
for
probably
the
in there.
cryptozoologist. The
Around.
reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Bummer.
I'm just glad we haven't found some poor cat trapped in one of these.
Had decade-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Cool. Kids love decades-old concrete defenses. It's the hottest item. They all say to their parents, "Hey, for my birthday, can you get me a decade-old concrete defense?" And they say, "No, we do not have the money for such a thing." And the kids say, "Drat! Fine. Take a PlayStation instead." Haha, that's actually what I wanted the whole time, but I figured if I asked about the ancient concrete defenses first, which I knew they could possibly procure, they would feel so guilty that they would have to give me a PlayStation. Or whatever sort of
A drop
thing
in
of your
temperature,
choice.
An easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What'd the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit.
Oh, those are the numbers I would have picked.
4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
A dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
All right.
The wind
Enough
moves
of
the
that.
aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
We can't walk over there. Apparently can't walk anywhere. There we go. Alright. So check the trap, head back to town, talk to Lady.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set.
There's nothing in
Check
there.
it
There's
over.
no
He
locusts.
said is just a technicality.
Look
The
around.
reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
What if this insect is a criminal? Anything? Any senses near the reeds?
You've checked all the traps now. There's
Alright. Now let's get back so we're closer so we can fast travel. Still not close enough. What about now? I'm almost there. Now we're in the fishing village. Take me to the waterfront. Oh, what are you guys doing near our car?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
But I don't really want to do that. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Oh, you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
His eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Hey, we're gonna make his music not suck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
Translation, they are in fact down bad.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anecdotic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Yo, that's something I'm supposed to say?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
A threat? I like threats.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah, didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Are you part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Why aren't there more Skulls than Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Enough about the scullery then?
Mm-hmm.
Who are the Skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
We only care about, you know, like real threats.
It's not a question.
Like evil
Don't
insects.
get into it.
It's not a question. Don't get into it. Nah, I really don't.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
Well, that's not true, because the one skull we've met has not done that.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have that written on it?
First off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
What do you mean by that? Like,
the word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
and piss.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Right on, dude.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
And why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one.
Did you say
For
this before?
so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it
you
up.
get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
I mean, he doesn't.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Definitely a coincidence. We were not wearing that.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
You know anything about the murder?
Murder?
Man was hanged.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around. I am the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that mean?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
That is true.
Like murder, or wasting your life away.
Okay, half-light. I think we have a lot of sources of half-light. And this is the part where we look and I have one thing that gives half-light. I don't really want their jackets. But the idea of making Kim wear one of the jackets and be uncomfortable is humorous. Okay, we're at +4 with no other minuses. Yeah, sure, let's try it.
That ride is
Hey, piss. Look who it.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term, probably in the lower end.
Not even prospects, and you're already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up! Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yeah, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Yes, the jackets.
Oh, man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I mean, I would wear the fuck the world one, so you can have this one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
But they're a pair. We could really raise hell together, go undercover, hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
It's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
It
The
might.
jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world, all on its own, is, frankly, generic.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
That's how you know we're good cops. Man, look at that half-light drip, man. Half-light minus rhetoric, drama minus authority. Meh. Not great, but they are ours now. Want our pants. Just rock those and alright, let's go talk to Lady. Things we might want. Empathy, suggestion. What do these give? We might need authority. We'll take our empathy glasses. Drama, electrochemistry. Keep our suggestion jacket. Does lower our yeah, lowers our empathy. You don't know it, but underneath, mesh all day.
Wait, no. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everett's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Oh, okay. Are you a communist?
Hi, gendarme.
Oh, it's you.
Another rendezvous.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
So, met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
He was magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
But who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
So, what are you? What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
I don't know, what's he doing staying in your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Alright, good point, good point. I don't want to talk about other people, I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
What you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Came here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on, and I'm all out of cases.
Well, here's to you.
He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth. So tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime?
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
He believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
You tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness?
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece,
What was he saying?
just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, any other identifying traits? Does he yell about scabs?
Oh, let me think.
Or right to work?
He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Hey, thanks.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Oh,
Bye-bye,
sure.
gendarme.
Hosier. Hosier. Okay. Everything that gives composure. I don't think we have much. I think we definitely have at least like 2 things that give composure. Like I said, we have so many things that give composure. Is it really just those boots? Okay, well, we're not gonna pass that. We'll wear the empathy boots for a second. I guess that is actually +2 composure because this is a -1, but it's still not a great chance. I would like to get one other piece of clothing, if possible. Who are you? Oh, you're the guy. You're the loser.
Again? I can't believe.
Yes? What is it?
But you liked that, didn't you? Let's be honest, that was some first-rate karaoke.
Okay. Yes. That was pretty good.
What? No. No. There are universal
Okay, so we had to talk
standards
to
of
her to
food
see if
out
they had
there,
anything to
and
say about the
that was
karaoke.
just complete shit.
Jean, he's not right. Treat him like you treat McCoy's little brother.
I'm standing right here.
Yes, and I'm wondering why. Don't you have a case to solve?
That's what I'm here for.
Yes? Did you want something from me?
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to the lady. Screw you guys.
The door is
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
tired, controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
We do a little snooping. Dirty clothes, a woman's. Hotel bill calculations, extended stay. Room is sad. Reminds you of your own. What are you talking about? Our room is awesome.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite the collection.
Anything of note?
Bottles?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
See, we have no need for that. Our body just won't let us overdose.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs.
I'm gonna
you
look, but
find.
we don't do drugs.
What do you find? It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush
good.
belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Oh, okay.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters.
Sweaty
Jackpot,
hands.
baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange
It's
bottle?
speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Trucker speed? See a brand called Preptide?
A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Oh, we're good. We're a cool guy. Or a not cool guy, depending on how you think about it. Feel someone watching you?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface?
Smooth as ice. There are spots of
We
mud
probably shouldn't
and
look
rain
around
on
once
the
you can see
outside,
exactly who we are.
even
but-
smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the
This
surface.
window was recently replaced?
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
Didn't we establish that someone else did that?
I think it was established that you did it. Anyway,
You know you got a real head. I don't gotta listen to you. Alright, I'm not gonna loot her stuff. I can't move. Handful of
just as
dried.
you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the
Ah,
roof,
shit.
picking them up in the air.
Oh, let's just try it.
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Alright, what up, lady?
Welcome to the roof.
I've been trying to get over for 4 days now. The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view.
It's much nicer now.
Oh, yeah, because there's not a dead dude there.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
And we got it down. It only took us like 2 days.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
I could use a cleaning lady.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place, a third place, much different from our world.
A third place? Interesting. That's probably why the cleaning lady quit.
It's not our room anymore, though. We have like a sweet new place that we live with, like an old lady who has fish.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
I mean, we talked for like 2 seconds, Kim. Go hold that against me.
This does not come as good news to him.
What the heck? It's so stupid. They put an NPC right at the start of the game and they get mad at you for talking to them.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
Once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a coppercycle.
There is the tiniest bit of flattery in there. The way her eyes move from your shoulder to shoulder.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
So what's your name for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Where? Oh, okay.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
Okay. What's it about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian Lit would fit you like a glove.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Okay, thanks.
The
I'm not gonna ask to
record.
see your
So official.
passport. A little too official. So they tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Well, were you sexually assaulted?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
I'm not the one who used that word. You used that word.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Okay.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Okay, well here's the question. Like, was there sexual assault? And you're just being told to say it was full-on rape? Or, did nothing happen at all? So, Titus asked you to spice things up.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
I still haven't looked at the damn bullet. I keep forgetting to do that. So what happened between you and the victim then?
We partied.
What kind of partying? The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
I didn't even know that was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
So are you.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Feelings or just regular?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? apprehension, with longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Okay, must have been hard for you to see him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes,
Jackpot.
So the call, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Yeah, that's cool. We won't do
Reporting
that.
crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Well, if it's snitching, why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
Hey, we don't have our gloves equipped, do we? Okay, yeah. She doesn't know that we have all this stuff. The caller's voice was disguised?
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs?
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you
Okay.
for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell us about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Alright, that's fair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
I see him as me.
She fishes a cigarette out of her pack and lights it, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
He breathes out through her nostrils, the air smells of menthol.
Funny.
Funny how?
Like a clown?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
So, what did they hang him for if not rape? Well, I mean, you know, aside from just they didn't like him.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
So, why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer.
Come on.
She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
How'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Any partying?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this. But have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
I mean, curiosity and all that.
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that
Okay.
have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I mean, any chance it was jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Okay. I guess we should click this just in case.
I'm 89% sure.
That's pretty positive.
Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
I mean, you know, based on everything else she said, it seems pretty fair that she was probably not raped.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof.
At the very least, she doesn't
feels
seem to think she
humid.
was. I guess that's what matters most.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
I have something? A little thing?
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Nice room?
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What's the nature of the contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you?
The window had it coming, alright?
Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
This alcoholism.
Cool. I think I'm developing a pinch of that too. It hasn't done wonders to my taste in interior decoration.
What are you doing here?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol.
Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
Too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
Window's new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Got a lot of prescription drugs.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
No further questions.
I always heard you RCM guys were cool. You are. Okay.
I mean, it's not my
Watching
business.
herself reflected in the bedroom window,
Ooh.
tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
I don't really want to ask a personal question, but I'm interested to see what it says.
Yes. You're just one room away.
Okay.
Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? You know what happened before we lost our memory?
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay. Pop some sauce. We definitely have... This gives volition, right? Do we have anything else? I don't think so. Gotta look. Okay. Nothing giving minus. Well, let's try it. I have a +2 right now.
Hello, officer? What brings you up here?
Soft,
Easy.
light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you groveling sycophant. You too. Me? Get out of here. I'm solid. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones are exactly affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them.
All of them?
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised.
Okay.
Especially that guy.
Oh, damn.
That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Probably not the truth.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
Okay.
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her.
What's her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Close your eyes and let the moment pass.
For a second, her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains. Still smiling, a tired smile.
I'll talk to you later. We'll talk to Kim later, too. Later as in next video. Alright, we finally got to talk to Lady on the Roof at long last. It has been quite the long wait. She's been up there taunting us. But we figured it out, so next time we'll talk to Kim, and I don't know. Maybe go back downstairs, talk to everyone down there, talk to Morel, all that. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.